Hello again, and I just recently made a video for the type of people you shouldn't marry or have a relationship with and how they can destroy your wealth. My last video I did it from the point of view of the male and what female he shouldn't go with in the future who could potentially destroy his wealth. And I mentioned one of the biggest issues is that he has this what we call a trophy woman, good looking, but with pretty much a horrible character. And they get married, can't stand her anymore, get divorced, lose a lot of their wealth. I'm going to do it from the point of view of a woman now. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that women do is they actually go for the bad boy. Women love bad boys. And any guy who's a good guy, looking to the future, wants to put away some wealth, have a good retirement, or at a younger age in life, put some money down for a property, family, etc. Often these type of guys do not attract women. They like the bad boy. But let's get straight to you ladies and 10 things you should look out for in a male that will destroy your wealth in the future, and a relationship that will go wrong, and a marriage indeed that can go wrong. Now, a guy who's often breaking or often breaks promises is a type you should avoid at all costs. Now, a lot of the mistakes that women do make is that they forgive a guy. They like him, he's good looking, he's funny, he's naughty, he's bad, and he's breaking promises. And they go on to marry this guy, and once they're in the relationship, it just breaks down because they say, this guy's forever breaking promises. Well, you knew that before you married this guy. So, before a marriage, if you see a guy that breaks promises all the time, just please let him go. Go for a guy who's more serious, who's more conscientious, who's looking to the future. Number 2, girls, you should always get rid of a guy who's got utter dependency on you. So whether that's financial, whether that's in the home where he does absolutely nothing in the home, he never shops, he never does anything despite you both working, or perhaps you're the main breadwinner, but he feels as though he's the male, so you should be doing all the cleaning. That type of guy is never going to be good for you. Number 3 is a guy with absolutely zero ambition in life. So if he's a young guy, and he just wants to clock in 9 to 5 and earn the minimum, or perhaps he doesn't want to work at all, and he just wants to earn that money, go down the pub, drink all the money away, and has zero ambition about either setting roots for a home, saving in the stock market so there's a good retirement for him or for both of you in the future. A guy like that with no goals in life, I think, is the guy you shouldn't go out with or marry, because you're going to end up a lot poorer. Number 4 is a big one, infidelity. Now, I didn't put this in the male to female video, but a lot of these points I'm making both for both sides are relevant to whether you're a male looking to marry a female or a female looking to marry a male, and this works both ways. So, infidelity. Now, if a guy has been been cheating on you during the relationship, and you're thinking whether to marry or not, and he's done it at least maybe once or more than once, it's a bad sign, because even in a marriage, the guy is likely to cheat on you more. And I'm afraid to say most marriages do not recover from infidelity. Most of these marriages tend to end up in divorce, and divorce is not good for you. It's not actually usually good for the other partner, especially if you've got equal wealth. It's only good for the lawyers, and we don't want to make lawyers rich, do we? Well, we don't. Number 5 is a guy who's very close-minded, doesn't want to look at new things. So you do get that. Again, that relates to a guy who only wants to do his 9 to 5, only wants to drink the beer in the evening, only wants to watch his sport 24 hours a day if he could, and he's not open to doing other things. And this leads to number 6, a guy who's basically self-absorbed. He's not interested in what you're doing. He's only absorbed in what he is. He's the male of the species. What you are interested in is of no importance to him. You look out for that type of guy. That's a guy you shouldn't marry. Number 7, again, this follows on from point 5 and point 6. He's someone who's uncompromising, doesn't want to meet you halfway. He's right all the time. You can never be right. He's right. So we've got to have it his way or no way. That's a bad sign as well for you ladies, and I don't think you should marry that type of guy. Number 8, and obviously a woman can do this as well, but I think alcohol, smoking and being alcoholic Well, although it's changed a lot nowadays, but it still tends to relate, especially in continental Europe, to men. If a man is drinking a lot or smoking a lot, this is a bad sign, because if he's alcoholic, he's likely to be more abusive in a relationship. And I did a video on health equals wealth. If you're drinking too much, or if you're smoking too much, your wealth will be diminished in the future, because you're less likely to perform well in the workplace, and B, alcohol and smoking, does cost a lot of money. So if he's, drinking the odd beer in the evening, the odd glass, a couple of glasses of wine a day can do you the world of good. In fact, people in France do that and live longer. But if the guy is drinking about 8-9 pints a day in the pub, that's a problem for your wealth going forward. Number 9 is a guy who tends to have uncontrolled angry outbursts for no reason. So he could be watching a game of football and he just smashes a glass because he's angry about something, or just rather than have a discussion with you, if he disagrees with you, rather than discuss it with you, he gets angry. He gets angry and uncontrolled and abusive. And number 10, and this is similar to the other video I made about men marrying the wrong woman or having a relationship with the wrong woman. A woman also has to look into a guy, for example, who she's got absolutely nothing in common with. So in particular, I remember one particular lady at work said to me at the weekend, this guy, all he did the whole weekend was watch sports from morning to the evening. So he'd work during the week, come back in the evening, watch sports, and had little time for her, and the weekend was watching every sport going. So from whether it's football, cricket, which is in England, athletics, darts, snooker, every sport, and she thought he had no time for her. Now that's a bad sign as well in a relationship, and you'll quickly get fed up with that type of guy. You must let the guy do things he wants at the weekend. So if he wants to go and watch a game of football, for example, that's absolutely fine. But if he's spending the whole weekend just watching sport on TV, you might have a problem there well, I think you will have a problem. It's the wrong type of guy to marry. So even if you liked him, maybe he's good looking, he's a bit of a bad boy, in the future, that's not going to be good for the relationship. Anyway, ladies, let me know your thoughts. Have you been in that type of relationship where the guy's been abusive, nothing in common, zero goals in life? Let me know your thoughts. And I just want to add one thing, whether you are a guy or a girl, a lot of these things I've mentioned are common to both. I just wanted to divide it into two, because I do find that there are certain things that women have that can break a relationship, or a guy shouldn't marry, and there's certain type of guys that a girl shouldn't marry either. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. Please click like on my videos. Please do click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and bye.